I want to do a short video to show my clients and other people how to easily translate a web page from English into Spanish or into any other language that you're most comfortable with speaking. So let's get started. So first we're going to start out here on the Google browser. And in order to translate a page from or the Google browser from English into the language that you're most comfortable with, what you'll do is go here to these three dots, choose settings. And once you get to this page, you'll go over here to the left and choose advanced. Down here in the menu, you're going to find the word languages and you'll click on that. As you can see, mine right now is in English because that's my principal language. And you click this down arrow and you'll see here that it says this language is used to display the Google Chrome. So mine is in English, but if you want to put it in another language, Spanish is my second language. If I wanted to change my browser into Spanish, I would just click display Google Chrome in this language. And then in order for this whole page to change into Spanish, I would actually have to close the browser and relaunch it. Once I relaunch it, everything that you see on this page would actually display in the Spanish language. And then to change it back to English, I would need to go back to English in order to see my browser in English. But I'm going to keep the browser in English because that's the browser that I generally use. So I'll go back to English and I'll say display Google Chrome in this language. And then it says here, if I wanted to display in this language, I would need to relaunch the browser. But actually, I won't have to relaunch the browser for the simple fact that it's already in English. So I'll go ahead and close this page out. Now, what I want to show you is how you actually can translate a web page from English into your preferred language. So the first thing you'll do is click in your search bar, hit the backspace button to clear it, and then type in Google Translate. And so mine is showing here because I use Google Translate all the time. So it just gives me that auto population there. But in general, if it's not something that you use, you'll have these search terms and you'll get the option to choose Google Translate and it'll usually be number one. So just click Google Translate here and it's going to open up the Google Translate page. Now I already have a web page open. It could be any web page on the web, no matter what it is. And what you'll do, I'm going to go ahead and click down here so that'll turn white again. But what you do is you put your mouse in your search bar and click once, and you'll notice the letters up here. Well, let me do it again. Click once, and then you'll notice the letters have turned blue. Then you'll go over to the three dots, which is your More section. Click that, and then come down to the word copy. Click it once, and then that page has been copied. Now go back over to Google Translate. Go back over to your three dots, click it once, and then hit paste. And so now you see that it copied that web page. Now here you'll see a little box with an arrow. Click that, and it's going to open up another page, and it's going to give you that option to translate the page. Since it's already in English, you're going to have to change that to English. And then you want it to go to the language that you want it to go to. So you just click here. Let me change that. And so I want it to go to Spanish. I'll click Spanish, and then you'll notice the page will change into Spanish. You saw it change into Chinese when I click the wrong thing. But here now the page is in Spanish, and the person will have that option to read all of the information in their language. The translation isn't always exact, but it is good enough to give you a good idea of what the article is talking about. Now, not every element is going to translate into Spanish, but just the elements that are connected with the Google Chrome browser. But that's the way you can translate a page from English into Spanish. Now, there's another thing that you can do. On my browser, I have an extension, and this is the Google Translate extension. If you want to install that, just open up a browser again and go into the search bar and just type in Google Translate extension. Hit enter, and then here to have Google Translate Chrome Web Store, just click on that. And so what it'll do, it'll give you the option to add that extension to your browser. Here, it's not going to give me that option that says add to Chrome because I already have it installed. So that's what you would do to add Google Translate. And then as you see up here, it would be the same thing. If you wanted to translate a web page into into Spanish or any other language, you would have to copy the name of that web browser into Google Translate. So if I hit the control with the letter V, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later. When I do that, I just tap it once, and then that web page will appear here. And then you just click translate, and then it'll allow you to translate the same web page that we saw over here into the Spanish language. So I just wanted to show you that. And what I'll do, I'll go back to the next page, and then you'll be able to see what those keys are. So these are the keys that I was mentioning when I showed you the three dots in the right-hand corner in the Google Chrome browser. And if you want to copy, instead of clicking the dots and clicking the word copy or the word paste, you can actually do it from your keyboard using the control key, which is the key that has CTRL plus the letter C. You have to click both of the keys quickly at the same time. In order to paste, it's the same control button key, which is the CTRL, and then you click V right along with that button at the same time. That way you can actually paste the web page or the URL to the web page that you want to translate into the Google Translate extension. Because if you click the three little buttons at the side, that search bar that they give you to translate it with the extension will go away. So for me, I find it easier just to open up Google Translate in another window, copy paste the URL, paste it into Google Chrome, and then click the square with the arrow that I showed you before. So I hope that this was helpful to you. And this is me. This is my contact information. And hopefully you'll be able to use this for your clients that speak another language, or for yourself if you need to translate pages or information into a different language. So thanks for watching.